Respected professors, honorable assistants, we are presenting lichen planus and its variants, dermoscopic aspects in the skin of color. Lichen planus is an inflammatory skin disorder diagnosed clinically, though it can be challenging, especially in dark skin patients. Dermoscopy is a non-invasive tool that makes the diagnosis easier. However, dermoscopic patterns in dark skin may significantly differ. We embarked on a study aiming to elucidate dermoscopic features of lichen planus and its variants in dark skin patients. It is a prospective descriptive study ongoing for 2 years, where we included only patients of phototypes 4, 5, and 6. However, mucosal, peeler, and nail involvements were excluded. We enrolled a total of 30 patients comprising 160 lesions. The average age was 43, the sex ratio 1.6 with the predominance of men. The leading phototype was 6, followed by 4, and then 5. For the clinical variants, classical lichen planus took the lead, followed by the hypertrophic lichen nitidus, and annular lichen planus. All of our patients displayed active lesions, only 28% showed regressive ones. Turning to the dermoscopic data of active lichen, we studied different dermoscopic features, starting with weakened striae. For the color, we have the white in the lead by 41%, followed by the blue, the brown, and the black. Regarding the morphology, the linear streaming prevailed with 52%, trailing after is the reticular streaming, then the circular one, the black hole pattern, the simple round globular, and the radial streaming. For the background, the brown color surged ahead with an overwhelming 80%. Coming after is the gray color, the white pink, the variegated three-colored pattern, an aspect found in lichen chronicus, the variegated bicolored pattern, the pigmented homogeneous structureless areas, and the polychromatic structureless areas. Regarding the vascularization, it was not illustrious, notable in only 2%, all of whom were of phototype 4. We had the daughter vessels, the linear vessels, and the hairpin vessels. In regards to additional signs, we have white features, brown features, and follicular signs. The white dots and globules dominated with 37%. Trailing close behind were irregular white structureless areas and oval, non-confluent white structureless areas with clear, sharp edges and a gray peripheral halo, an aspect found in lichen nitidus. Cloud-like pattern was observed in 6%. For the brown areas, we had a pigmented homogeneous structureless area, central with a peripheral gray halo defining the colored sign, an aspect found in annular lichen. In terms of follicular signs, white and yellow comedal-like openings held sway with 30%, an aspect observed in hypertrophic lichen. And last but not least came the rosettes with 12%. Turning to the regressive lichen, the hallmark was of course the pigment pattern in the form of peperine pattern reigning supreme with 37%, followed by the network pattern in 6%. The data available about dermoscopic features of lichen planus and its variants concerns mostly fair skin, while it is very short when it comes to dark skin patients. We compared our study to a morphological study conducted on light skin. The weakened striae color, white, was the same. They observed light shades from blue-white to yellow, while we observed dark hues from blue to brown to black. The morphology was the same as in light skin, yet we noted a captivating black hole pattern. Our background varied from brown to white pink to variegated bicolored pattern to variegated three-colored pattern, while theirs varied from red to pink to purple. We noted vessels in 2%, they noted them in 27%. The additional signs were similar, in addition to cloud-like pattern and brown areas arrayed in a central pigmented structureless area surrounded with a gray halo. The regressive lesions presented with the same patterns. We also compared our study to a retrospective one including only phototypes 5 and 6, and to a literature overview including all dark phototypes. The weakened striae color and morphology, the background, and the additional signs were all in alignment. The vascularization, on the other hand, slightly differed, completely absent in the retrospective study, low prevalence in the literature overview, and very low prevalence in our study. For recap, our study, in alignment with the existing literature, identified specific signs of lichen planus in dark skin. These signs are as follows: weak and dark hued striae ranging from blue to brown to black. The morphology of weakened striae remains the same as in light skin, with the exception of the distinct black hole pattern specific to dark skin. On the contrary, the background exhibits uniquely captivating dark hues with diverse, visually appealing arrays. The vascularization is not prominent. And lastly, for the specific additional signs, we observed cloud-like pattern and brown areas. We clearly noted the difficulty of interpretation correlated to the darker background and specific reactions of dark skin, yet we managed to provide valuable insights when it comes to lichen planus in dark skin. Thank you to my marvelous, amazing professors. A special thank you to Professor Souri. We wish you a rapid recovery, and of course, thank you to our mesmerizing, breathtaking Professor Mernissi.